Warning, the actual following play may be considered disturbing by some audiences. This video may contain expletive language, violence, and depictions of trauma. Oh, that doesn't sound good. This may not be suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer description is advised.
Last episode, the strange Deep Gnome tried to assuage their suspicions that he was in fact the Nominati. He stated that he was one of many. The symbol on his chest was to help tell each other apart. This information did not help his case. After several more questions, the gnome revealed that his name is Disco, and that his boss and coworkers are all also named Disco, and the Circle of Disco, run by Disco Prime, is composed of 9 members. All also discos. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Zeta, Eta, Theta, and Iota. Being that the information that was put forth caused significantly more confusion and questions, Disco Eta explained that Disco Prime created the others with the simulacrum spell because more hands get the job done faster. With the Agents of SHAILD having been burned before, there was a fair amount of distrust towards Disco Eta. Promising that no harm would befall them, Disco Eta asked what should be done about the Duergar. After an odd series of events that led to Farron and the Duergar fighting separate from the rest present, and Farron winning, the agents decide to follow Eta to Prime's store via teleportation. Arriving in a pitch-black area on a large floating slab of worked stone, surrounded by a sea of stars, a massive arcane fireworks, smoke and spotlights fill the area. Across a narrow walkway, the spotlight trains onto another Disco in much fancier clothing, who poses and welcomes the agents before questioning, "Who the hell are you?" After announcing that they are the Agents of SHAILD, and glossing over Disco's obvious confusion, Disco proceeds to hawk his magical wares. After some shopping, the real questions began. Disco asks Zeke to tell him what he knows. Zeke goes on at length about his knowledge on the Nominati. Through all of Zeke's telling, Disco watched and listened very intently. After a brief pause, Disco tells of how he used a wish spell to bring his simulacrum to life. All 9 of them. One of them, Disco Kappa, the Disco of Necromancy, went rogue and formed the Nominati. A decision was made, by all the remaining Discos, that they would have their memories of the Wish and of Kappa removed. Call asked if Disco would be able to locate Sephek for the group. Having everyone join hands around the table, a crystal ball appeared above it. He asked all to think of Sephek and the dream that they had shared. The scene once again played out in front of them. They once again watched Sephek come back to his semblance of life. Disco had the party focus on Sephek, and the image zoomed in. Attempting to scry on Sephek, Disco was unsuccessful and was blocked. However, he was sure that Sephek is still within Icewind Dale and around people. Laurel asked if Disco could offer any other help to find Sephek, and he gave them a lantern of tracking undead. Bidding each other farewell, Disco sends the party back to Easthaven. As they leave, Farron sees that Disco looks very concerned about some of the new information he has received. Back in Easthaven, at the White Lady Inn, the Agents of SHAILD take a much-needed rest after the strange day they had had. The following morning, in the stable, Zeke wakes to a large wolf that can speak, who then asks after Farron. Elena, Laurel, Call, and Farron are in the tavern, eating breakfast, when Zeke and Fenris walk in. Farron, with caution, approaches Fenris, who then shows an immediate affection to Farron. Bardaben the barkeep asked after Ronaldo, as he never came back. As the party tries to explain, Ronaldo walks in through the front door. And that's where we pick back up. So, agents.
Um. Uh. How did we handle the Duergar body?
I think we did.
I don't think we did.
No.
So we just kind of left it there and just slept on it and just now it's the next day. Is it still there? DM?
Do you go check?
Yeah.
I go with you.
Yeah.
So as you start to walk towards the back door, Bardabin kind of looks over you. And he kind of nods, and you just kind of like poke your head in. Make a perception check for me. One of you can do it with advantage if you like, or both of you separately.
Go ahead, Laura.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm a supportive leader. I help you. I support you.
Thank you. That's still a 17 though.
It's not bad.
You do see blood in the middle of the floor where the body was, but no body.
Yeah. Oh.
And as you turn around to like even mention something to Elena, it's hard to miss Bardabin because of how big he is. He just kind of looks over you and goes,
Sorry. I mean, truly sorry. And I point to the the blood stain on the floor. That's going to be obnoxious to scrub out.
It's okay. Worse things have happened.
I clap him on the shoulder a couple times. I'm like, "You're a good man, Barnabas."
DM, I forget. Is this like a larder or where like food is kept, or?
yeah, it's kind of a storeroom.
Oh,
Like a
shoot.
storeroom, back room, where
Okay.
that was. There is a fair bit of a walkway, and the blood is not on top of or directly next to any type of food.
No, but still, it's in the vicinity, and Elena is just gonna look at between Laurel and Barty and just like, worse things have been happened in there.
Maybe not in there, but yes.
You know what? The service was fantastic, immaculate. She just pulls out a gold coin, and as she walks back, she'll just boom on the bar. It's like,
Thank you.
Yep, agreed. Yep.
mm-hmm.
A+ service.
Oh,
Would
absolutely.
recommend.
Mm-hmm.
You're great, Barty. Thank you. You're pretty great yourselves.
Barty, have you seen any other Duergar around?
I think so. It might have been him before, though. The armor and sometimes a hood. And when people are trying to be secretive, sometimes they all kind of look the same.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's the invisible thing, too. I
Right.
might have missed him.
Yeah.
How
Can I
did you
just-
see him?
He's
Well-
looking right at you, Ferris.
I can just see things that aren't visible to the naked eye.
That's impressive.
Can I do a check right now just to see if there's more Duergar?
Sure.
Yeah, so we just need to...
Oh, that's a 24.
Nothing invisible. It's not that nothing catches your eye. There's nothing invisible in the vicinity you can see. You check behind the bar, around the tables, peek in the back room. Nothing.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I have a new friend, and I'm gonna point kind of outside towards Fenris.
Noticed.
Yeah, notice when Zeke came in. Zeke, did you just find him in the stables?
Well, you see, I was sleeping in the stables with the dogs, and when I woke up, there was a big dog there that wasn't there when I went to sleep.
Oh, so it was a call-friendly sized dog. Yes.
Is
Yeah,
he
but
fri-
he was.
is he friendly?
He was. Well, yeah, and he ate with
he
us.
loves me.
And he really likes Farron. I don't know. That's what he was asking for.
Speaking of which, can I go out and try to mingle with Fenris a little bit and just get a feel?
He's as you go outside, he's not very far from the door, and he's kind of just doing that dog thing and just kind of looking up and sniffing the wind. There is a slight, it's cloudy today, and there is a gentle flurry.
Okay. Fenris, do you smell anything?
The cold.
Yeah, it's rampant up here. So you said you're to be my mount? Is that? Well, let's get used to each other, and I'll hop on, and we'll just start like racing around the block.
He does that thing that like kind of elephants do or camels, like he kind of crouches down because he's like his back is like almost over your shoulder. He's big.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He could easily fit two of you on his back.
Oh, shit.
However, there's a saddle for one.
Okay.
Look out for Duergar. Wait, how'd you run around?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't have to channel my blind sight. It's just kind of there. So.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna ride around town?
I want to stay close to the tavern, but yeah, I'll put some distance on it. Fenris seems pretty fast.
Okay. Roll a history or intelligence check for me real quick.
Sure.
Cause got to figure out what Farron remembers versus what Matt remembers.
That's an 8.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, no animal handling check required. It actually goes very well. He seems to be pretty intuitive to being steered in certain directions. However, you draw a lot of attention. Strangers in the 10 towns are rare. Strangers who ride giant wolves through town, this is the first. How long do you think you're gonna ride Fenris around outside?
I'd say at least a good 15-20 minutes just to get a feel for what it's like, get used to each other.
Okay. I will let either you give Fenris advantage or him give you advantage on one perception check. You've got his stats already. I sent you the link for it.
Yeah, I've got him right here. I'll have him give me perception or advantage.
What's your blind sight? Is it 15, 20?
15 feet.
Okay.
That's a natural 20 for a 26.
Okay. All right, we'll come back to that in a second. So Farron has left to go make nighty nice with the big furry boy.
Actually, Elena's going to probably be going through all the number of tasks that we have to go through and deal with, because there's a few.
Call standing outside on like with a mug of ale, watching Farron ride off. Like,
Laurel would be talking with Elena about what's to be done. I really feel like, I mean, these Duergar are here, but we also, like, Sephek is very... We gotta find Sephek.
Sephek is at large. The Duergar and the Nominati are at large. We have a ice switch, possibly.
Large.
I assume we've got a lot of large things on there.
There's a lot of large things.
There's a lot, including the dragon.
Another large
Another
thing.
large thing. God.
But let's not... The dragon is not
It's not a priority right now. but
our
we should be
problem
cautious of
right
that one.
now. Yeah.
I think we
And
should be cautious.
there's a whale with a bubble bear on its back, and we really should go look that up.
Another
We really
large thing as well.
should.
Yeah,
That's-
like at least a little bit, just like a little peeksy peek.
That's way to the west.
I'm with you on this one, Zeke.
A little suspicious.
What would you hope that we could all gain from learning more about this, for lack of
Well,
a better expression,
if they're
bubbleback
really-
whale?
If there really were people in the back of the whale, we could save them. And they could tell us about all the things that they know about, like, how the Nominati got them, and then maybe we could use that information to track down Kappa. Because we're pretty sure Kappa is involved with the Duergar stuff.
Elena then just looks over slowly at Laurel and is just like,
I don't know where
I don't
we
have any other leads.
made where did the last where did you make the last connection? See, between
The Kappa and the Duergar stuff?
yeah.
Well, Disco the Amazing said that this Duergar stuff sounds exactly like something Kappa would do, and he thought maybe Kappa was involved.
Right.
He also thinks Kappa might have been the one that put the doll in my backpack as like a trick,
Ooh.
because it looks just like him.
Do you think
Like
he
maybe
would've
he's
given
on to me.
but do you think he would have given all that money to me though too?
I mean, maybe he wanted you to go meet Disco.
For
Do you
what
think
purpose?
deep
though?
down he wants to be stopped, and maybe that's why he's leading us on to his trail?
Or maybe he just finally wants to find somebody that is on par with him, because, you know, we're all pretty great. Like,
Like trying to farm for an enemy? A worthy enemy?
maybe. Could
maybe
be
he wants
like
to
the
turn
most
himself in.
dangerous game or something. He's bored.
There's too many variables at hand. Personally speaking, I mean, I'll be honest, Zeke, the connections are a little bit of a reach, but as far as I
That's
can
how
tell,
this works.
as far as I can tell, this bubble-backed whale will lead us to Kappa, which will lead us to figuring out and probably eradicating the Nominati, if that's the main goal. Help me out here.
Yeah.
I think we have a task at hand. Does this... I mean, we'll put it to the rest of the group, but... Laurel?
Right. We'll see if Farron comes back having sighted any Duergar.
Yeah, and if we can find any here in Easthaven, then like we'd have more stuff. We'd learn more. And maybe on our travels west we can find Sephek.
Should we introduce ourselves to the speaker here?
I think we could while Farron is out wolf riding, if you will.
I mean, if we were
Okay.
looking for Duergar, that would probably be a good place to go.
And let them know that we are looking for any that looks
Yeah.
specific. Zeke, I can let you take care of the description and the things, that sort of stuff.
Well, I know that the more people who know who we are, And the more that they trust us, the more information we'll learn.
That's
Right?
true.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't
true.
that how that works? I don't know. Most people don't trust me.
Sure.
So,
Well, we do, and that's all that
We
matters.
do, Zeke.
okay.
We know that you've got our back and we've got yours.
Yeah.
100%.
Right about this
So-
time, Farron is speeding back to the inn.
What?
Lane's gonna go outside
one
to see the
quick
landing.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Town Hall in relation to the tavern that we're in?
Town Hall is east of you, and in Foundry, which I will switch to for everyone
Okay.
to see. The circle right around where Town Hall is on Foundry, and I will work on getting this to the right window. So yeah, Farron, you're just about back at the door and able to hop off Fenris and head in if you choose.
Yeah, I'll have Fenris skid to a stop out front, just like I'm a shithead on a dirt bike,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll hop off.
What the fuck?
Call, is everyone inside?
Yeah.
Oh,
this-
Elena's outside as well.
Oh, Elena's outside also.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we need to huddle.
What do
Okay.
you-
So we'll huddle inside.
Yeah, we'll huddle with everyone.
When I was out joyriding, I saw another Duergar
Where?
Whereabouts?
off on the ferry at that longer dock next to us.
Wait, wasn't that where the other Duergar? Didn't somebody say something about the ferry? Somebody said something about going to the docks.
I think somebody did say there was.
Was
a
that
Duergar at the
Ronaldo?
docks.
I think it was Ronaldo. Wasn't it a song?
The song was regarding the docks were mentioned, but that was for the woman who drowned and then whose ghost just killed her husband. Disco, anybody? Well, yeah, it's fine. It just happened. Disco did. Sorry, when he was Ronaldo, had mentioned that he had seen Duergar around the Easthaven ferry.
Okay.
So maybe we
So
should
let's
So
Let's
we
go.
investigate.
Are we going to introduce ourselves, or
let's I think we need to ask a few more questions. Like, where is this castle? Where are they coming from?
If they'll
So,
talk.
You feeling up to some questioning, Call?
might have to let y'all do the talking, but I got you back.
Show the way, Farron.
Yeah. So
By all means.
I'll take us out of the tavern, and it's just judging by on the map, Lodame. It's pretty close. Yeah.
Yes. The White Lady Inn is one dock over from
Okay.
where the ferry is.
I'll try to put us. So there's the. Is there a pointer? There is a road directly out from the dock.
Yes.
And I'd like to kind of tuck us in by that building so I can show people without us all being a bunch of hooligans pointing at a ferry.
Right over there.
Yeah, right in there.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of go to the corner, and I'll show everyone where I saw the Duergar.
Okay. So as you're all looking down, the smaller boats on the left side, they're completely covered in like frost and snow. They are like covered over as if they were set for the winter. The larger boat to the right looks like it's kind of been squished against the dock and is pretty messed up. The one that he is specifically, if I can get my mouse to work, is all the way at the end. It does have frost covering it. It looks like it has a small, like, shack type of structure on it, to be a shelter or to where the ship is piloted from. You're not particularly sure, but the one that he points out is the one that is right at the end of this little arrow thing. If I can get there, sure. You do not see any Duergar at the moment.
Not even Farron?
So, Farron, this is where you saw it, here, where we are?
Yeah, I was tramping by, and I'm pretty confident he saw me, but I tried to play it off like I didn't see him. Wanted to keep some semblance of surprise.
And
DM.
You saw him on the deck of the ferry.
Okay.
Yes?
Do the Duergar have, like, a smell, like a distinct smell? Like we were in one's face.
Would you like to retcon sniffing that one?
I leaned really close to him, so I would assume if he was really.
Make a perception check.
Okay. That's a natural 20 for a 27.
Ooh.
Honestly, he smelled quite similar to Duergar.
Okay. You might have said that last time too, because that sounds super familiar. But that could have been for something completely different. I'm curious if there's anything we can do to investigate this area to see if there were Duergar here. But we're right next to the ocean, so I'm a little worried.
It's actually a lake.
Oh, it's a lake. All right,
Yes.
never mind. I don't know, sniff the air, look on the ground. Is there dwarf-sized footprints places?
Yeah, I'd like to look for footprints too.
Sure. Anybody that would like to could make a perception check or a survival check.
I have a 21 on a survival.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 7
I
perception.
got a nat 20 for 26.
Nat 20 what? Perception or survival?
They're both the same. Survival, sorry.
okay.
Survival.
Okay.
I got
so,
a 12 perception.
So who did perception? Okay, so we'll start with the survivals. The Zeke and Laurel, you're looking around towards the ground, looking for any sign, and there are two distinct tracks, one going and one coming, and they're the same size. And it looks, especially with the two of you's the raw passive perception and passive insight, even on top of that, you can tell that it's more than one set of footprints that they have tried to mask by stepping in the same spot over and over and over. You're unable to tell how many, but and the perceptions, what was that again? The numbers for Elena and Farron?
12.
7. I mean, you get a quick whiff of what smells like Duergar, and then it's gone.
Oh.
It's like, Duergar?
Oh, ocean smell. Dang it.
And Laurel and Zeke, you see them going all the way down the dock.
Oh, that would help.
Onto the boat, do they look like they step onto the boat?
From where you're at, it's pretty hard to tell if they go onto the boat, but they lead past all the other boats. So if at the very least they're heading in that direction.
Okay.
How-
Yeah.
I was just, how far away is the boat from us? Like, how long is the dock?
Almost 400 feet.
Okay.
I start heading towards. I start following the footprints.
I follow the
Yeah.
rest of the group. Like,
Yeah,
you
and
obviously tracked something.
Zeke is like fucking the footprints up as he walks.
Okay.
He's like making it look like there's more of us than there is, in case there's like somebody that comes up behind us. Yeah.
So have any of you heard of a fob walk down? It's a foreign object walk down. It's a type of way of crossing an area to ensure that like nothing is missed. I'm only bringing it up because as adventurers looking for something, it may be something similar, like you guys walk in a full line across the dock going down it. Would that be
sure.
something?
Yeah,
If
like
there's room, yeah.
There is
how
room.
many abreast can we do?
You all can, at arm's length from each other,
Oh,
like fingertip to fingertip, will cover the entire dock.
That's wide.
It is
Holy
quite wide.
buckets.
Dang it, I got a albatross wingspan.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
it's
do.
almost 30 feet across.
Albatross.
wow.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll say that Zeke is in one of the footprints, kicking them as you guys are going down. Can I
Fuck
have
that one.
perception checks from everyone as you're going down the dock, please?
Also, when we get within like 100 feet of the boat,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast find traps. So just like let me know when we get like within 100 feet of the boat.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, I got an 11.
13. Lucky number 13.
I got a nat 20 for 26.
Bell.
Damn.
Boom.
Wow.
Die away.
Hey, boom.
No, it's your die. So
Oh,
thanks,
right.
Lady.
Awesome. So super not fair.
I got a dirty 20, and I'd like to tell Fenris to stay at the end of the dock.
Okay.
And Zeke has a 19.
So going down the dock, as you get to about where the turn is towards the actual ferry boat itself, you notice that this is mostly with the nat 20 and the dirty 20. You start to notice that the footprints become more erratic. Like they stop carrying so much that they don't overlap. So you can see several sets. And with that natural 20, you can tell that there are 4 different sets of tracks. And as you reach the turn is about where you hit the 100 feet.
All right, we got 120 feet radius. Anything in there? Find
You do
some
not.
traps.
You do not detect any traps.
All right, there's no traps. We're good. Let's go.
So, 1 second here. Get to the right.
Yeah, do we need a new map up, DM? Like,
Uh-huh.
oh.
Oh, I'm here for this. Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so you all are coming down the dock. So this one's a little bit opposite of the map, but it's still good. And there you are, and you are approaching the dock, approaching the edge of the ship. Even continuing with those, you don't see anything. Laurel and Farron, there is an odor on the air as you get close to the ship.
I wink and I point towards the ship.
Something in your eye? Oh. And Farron is just flirting with her, so she's just gonna awkwardly go towards the ship. Okay then.
So like she wants to go over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going this way.
Yeah, Farron,
Man, yeah.
you'll be able to see him first.
Yeah, I'd like to stay somewhat near the front.
Yeah, I'd like to be towards the front if at all possible.
Okay,
Middle.
Alright, so we'll put... I can't move you in that one. And I'm not on the right thing there. Okay, so... Put Farron Who wanted to be in the middle? Is that Elena?
Yep.
Call up towards the front. Then Laurel and Zeke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeke can be in the back. He's the tank.
Okay. So we'll have like that kind of. And as you're getting closer, there is wind. Like it's a light breeze. Occasionally comes up to that like howling gusts that like across a lake or even a tundra. Other than that, it is weirdly quiet. Like you, especially Call, who has been on a dock on a ship, regardless of whether this is like it is a big lake. You're used to hearing the waves, the gentle creak of the ship, the sway of the ship. There is no motion, and there's no sound. It's just the wind and you all.
I
This is
am
frustrating.
literally just waiting for Farron to see this thing.
This is
So
fucking
I'm like
strange.
following them. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
What is it called?
Like there's nothing but wind here. You don't hear nothing. Like that's
You
Like,
mean
there's-
like sailors and movement?
like
and-
you don't hear the water against the ship. You don't hear. There's sounds of supposed to be even when a boat's docked.
There's no birds.
There's an absence here of like all sound except for wind.
DM, is this a multi-level ship, or does it appear to be like the deck and the hold?
Especially with Call's knowledge of ships, it looks like it is the deck, the hold, and the cabin, and that's it.
Gotcha.
I should not forget these words. The helm of the ship is towards the forward end, just behind the forward mast. Right there. You can see the netting in the center looks like it can be lifted up to go down into the hold, whether they're transporting people, stores, wares, whatever. That's probably where they would go during foul weather. The cabin does not look particularly big. It looks about 15 feet by 15 feet. There is no light coming from within. However, that almost acidic smell of recently snuffed candles is also on the air.
I'm gonna have Yami sit with Call. He should still be in his blue dragon form. And I'm gonna just tell everyone to hold, and I want to step onto the gangplank and just move a little at a time, just see if I see anything at all.
Okay. Are you being stealthy?
I'm going to try. Let's see what kind of stealth I can do today. That's a 12 with disadvantage.
Okay.
Up.
As you make the first step onto the... Why did that...
Oh, I'm sorry. 14 with disadvantage. I didn't add my modifier. I was just surprised I rolled that well. If it matters.
So as you step onto it... first, let me see if... as you step onto the gangplank, your first deck... It's pretty loud. On your second step... I would like you to make a perception check as you're standing on the gangplank.
That's a 14.
We send our stealthiest boy in.
Send the stealth in. I really need to take this armor off.
What was that perception roll?
14.
Okay. You don't see anything at the moment? Don't hear anything?
I'll look back at everyone and I'll wave them forward, and I'll go another 10 feet onto the ship.
Okay. You should be able to. There we go. Call, you're following him up.
Yep.
Are you
I'm
being
following him.
stealthy or just going?
I will, since he's so stealthy, I guess I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, well, that's a 12.
Guys, just go for it. Just go.
And now you're both on the deck, and it is quiet. And once you're on the deck, the only sound that you are making is the crunch of like your foot in soft, powdery snow. The deck itself is nowhere near as creaky as the gangplank.
Is there a crow's nest?
Yes, on top of the aft mast, which is actually on top of the cabin.
The cabin. Call, maybe. I'm gonna whisper even though we're making a shit ton of noise.
Yeah.
Call, where maybe I should go up in the crow's nest, get a better view of everything. How tall or how high up is the crow's nest?
Maybe 35, 40 feet.
Oh, never mind. I'll be less useful up there.
DM,
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to just be back here, if that's okay.
Sure, absolutely.
Laurel sees how close the boat is to the dock, and
I would also like you to make a perception check, Laurel, as you are backing up that way.
Okay.
Are those of you on the dock being stealthy?
Yes.
Okay.
Elena is in fact going to go onto the ship as well.
Okay. Can I have stealth checks for those being stealthy? And Laurel, your perception?
Perception is 14.
You do notice
Natural
that
20 on the stealth.
Zeke
A natural
disappears.
13.
You feel like you're being reasonably quiet until you get to the very creaky walkway. Zeke disappears. Laurel, you notice that the back door to the cabin, the aft side, is now open, and it was not on your way in.
I stay here and I just watch. I watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep scanning like a radar dish,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna move towards this direction.
Okay.
And just see if I can start getting new. I'd like to peek around this corner here to my left if I can, just to see if I can get new lines of sight, I guess.
Can you make a perception check for me, please?
I sure can. Wow. The dice giveth and the dice. That's a 14.
You look around the corner, and at the other side of the cabin, you see a Duergar peeking back at you. But you get that weird sense that you're only able to see him because of your blind sight.
All right.
And then as he kind of sees you doing the same thing, he pulls back. And Laurel,
Okay.
you watch as the door closes.
Can I jump onto the ship?
You can make an athletics check, yeah? Or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh,
Are those all doors into that room?
They
Or
are.
is it just-
There is a door on every side of this building. No windows. It does look like all of the doors are Dutch doors, and the tops can be left open, though.
16.
Yeah, you're able to get over there. Are you trying to be so quietly or just quickly?
I'll try to be quiet.
Okay, can you make
No promises.
stealth check, please?
Oh, that's a 17.
Okay.
Wow.
Zeke, you catch a glimpse of Laurel as they leap from the dock to the aft end of the ship behind the cabin.
He'll like throw a thumbs up at her if she looks towards him.
Farron, being at the corner where you are, and with your previous perception check, you hear a low whispering coming from within. Before, and this is like the second right before Laurel jumps over.
Okay. Can I make anything out, or is it too quiet? Too muffled?
Quiet, and it's not a language you understand.
Gotcha. I'm gonna motion to call to come towards this door. And I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, I was muted. I'd like to go to that door that faces us, and yeah, just kind of hold right there. Probably gonna check it, see if.
You do know that it is not trapped due to Zeke's magic. There were no traps within range.
All right. Does Call hear the whispering? Or
It
no?
stopped before you came over.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna circle around to this door.
Okay.
And I'm gonna yell, "This is the Easthaven security. We have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up."
Call pulls his sword out hearing this shit. Like, what the fuck?
Make an
And I'm gonna pull my
intimidation.
sword.
Make an intimidation check with advantage, please.
When he does that, can I use minor illusion? Does minor illusion make noise? I can make a sound. Can I make like a woo 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 sound with minor illusion?
Sure can.
Fuck yeah.
Not that I need it. I'm gonna do thaumaturgy to project my voice a little more, just to really send it home.
Add a D4 to your score for that.
Ooh, good, because I have a -2 intimidation. I rolled the same thing on both. That's not bad. Okay, that's a 13. I rolled a 2 on the D4. Flat 13.
You hear from inside, in that weird, scratchy accent that the other Duergar had. "We have you surrounded. Give up or die."
Do we all hear that?
Yes.
Well,
Farron, you can clearly look around and see there's
Insight
Yeah.
check.
Please, by all means.
Dirty 20.
He's lying. That was bad.
Elena is also, if I can, do an intimidation check and yell out, "Come out! I know you're lying."
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
yes.
Scooch up.
Nat 24. Oh man, this is good. Just nat 20. I don't have it trained, so just nat 20.
Okay. The front door next to Call opens inward. And
Whack-a-mole.
I'm fucking better open it slow.
in the doorway... Why isn't it showing him up there? He should be there. Well, there's a Duergar in the doorway that you can't see for whatever reason. I don't know why.
I can see it.
Oh, okay. It's just for whatever reason on the player map that I have viewed for the viewers at home. It's just not there. I don't know why. You guys can see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I promise there's a Duergar there, everyone. And he's right in the door. And he says, "We're not coming out. You can come in, though." And he backs away from the door.
I open my door.
Okay, as you're opening the door, he is backing up to that door and then spins around on you. Like, oh! Looking
Yeah,
in
you're not going anywhere.
looking in the room, though, you don't see anyone else, Laurel. Neither do you, Call.
Can I kick my door open?
No check required. They're pretty shoddily made and stuck frozen in the snow. It just kicks open. It swings to your left and stops suddenly. Call. It sounds like that door, and the way the door swings, it looks like it hit something that isn't visible.
Is there? Zeke is gonna walk up behind Elena. Do I see a way down into the hold?
Yes. It is the kind of like netting gray area. Looks like it lifts up to go down. And that does appear to be... Yes.
Okay.
And that does appear to be the only way down.
Okay. And it's like closed?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Call standing on top of it?
Just about, yeah.
Okay. So Zeke wouldn't be able to like lift it and pop downstairs?
I mean, there's enough room for Call to not be standing on it if he moves out of the way while not moving. Like, he doesn't have to move out of the spot if he doesn't want to.
Okay. Yeah. Does Call have the door open?
Yes.
Yeah, the door's open right there, yeah.
The only
Yeah.
door that's closed is the one on the right side.
Gotcha. Then like Zeke will like call out to Call, take a step forward, and then he's gonna pull the mesh up and he's gonna drop down just like onto his feet underneath.
Okay, Call kind of like steps like right in the doorway, not... Yeah. I'm not in the room, but I'm like right in the doorway.
Okay. As soon as you walk in, Call. I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw.
You got this, buddy.
This is not gonna be good. We'll see.
No, you got this. Natty 20, baby. Who?
Well, that is a 8.
You feel compelled to attack Farron.
Give me what you got.
You only feel compelled to attack him once, though.
Do we only still see one guy in this room?
Yes. So, Call, you use 5 feet of your movement to go walk right towards Farron and just swing at him. If you would not have... You said you were holding your sword, right?
Yeah.
So it would be a sword attack.
Do I see more than one in here?
You see 2.
2? Okay.
You see one in the bottom right corner. The armor and markings, like on this one, like the skin color's slightly different. You can tell it's still a Duergar, but it's probably like, you know, like the slight difference between like hill dwarves and mountain dwarves. Call you making that attack?
Yeah, that's a 17.
The hits. Hit me, baby.
One more time.
That's yeah, that's just gonna be 8 points down.
Okay. And then Call, like after you take the swing at him, you come to your senses, and you're not even fully sure where that came from.
Yeah, I kind of just put my sword down to my side real quick and grab Farron, just like, what the fuck did I just do? I'm sorry.
I it's a there's some bullshit at play, and can I like grab Call like we're dancing and change positions with him so I can get in the room?
Call, are you cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely.
I just
Can I
want to
cast Hold Person on the Duergar I do see?
You sure can. That is a what kind of save? Wisdom save?
Yes, Wisdom.
You just watch as the Duergar in front of you, who's like, he looks like he's defensive. He just goes.
What the hell did you do? That's what you get. Farron, you okay? Whew.
Yeah, I'll.
Laurel, is that you in there?
Yeah, I'm around the backside.
Oh. And Elena, if the door is clear, Elena's gonna go in.
Sure. As you're getting to the door, you walk up to the doorway. Farron, you watch as another Duergar steps out from behind the door you just opened, now in front of the doorway directly in front of Elena.
3 of them?
Step out, and I mean, he has that weird invisible physicality, and he's going to take a swing at you.
Yeah.
No.
At Farron?
No.
That was a 4 on the die.
Oh.
And that makes him become visible. So currently there is only one invisible in the room still that only Farron can see, and that's one in the bottom right corner here.
Okay.
This is probably stupid. I'm gonna call Yami over.
Okay. At that point, we are going to roll initiative.
I'm in the hold.
Give me this initiative.
Yeah, you're in the hole.
I will still roll initiative, but I'm just warning you.
Gonna roll for these.
Yeah, what does Zeke even see down there?
Zeke, make a perception check for me while you're down there, please. And we'll start with Farron. What's your initiative?
So because I was so intimidating earlier, do I have advantage?
I mean, that's how that works.
That's a natural 1 for a 3.
Because it's the first one, I think natural 1, my homebrew rule is if you roll a natural 1 on your first attack, you have disadvantage.
Yep. On my first attack, right?
Only on your first attack.
Gotcha.
Zeke, what was your initiative?
So I rolled a 9.
Okay. Call.
Got a 14.
Elena?
On my new odd duck die, on my dice purple I got here, I rolled a 13. Not a lucky 13.
And
So far,
Laurel.
so good.
6.
6. Alright, Zeke, what was your perception check?
A 22.
Okay.
And I have dark vision up to 60 feet.
You see a number of boxes and crates, some of which are open, lots of like ship's line, extra sail, some repair bits. In a couple of the boxes that are a little more stashed behind, you do see that a couple of them are full with that strange blackish greenish metal chatelaine.
Okay.
Okay. So, top of the order, there is the other Duergar that... Why is this not doing what I wanted it to? So the other Duergar that's in there is in the corner. He's going to turn visible, and he's just going to, like, take a defensive stance and just kind of look around suspiciously. And it is Call's turn.
Call's kind of irritated now. He's gonna use his bonus action and go into a rage.
Okay.
And You said there was one visible Duergar.
Currently, they are all visible.
Oh, they're all visible. Okay. Well, I guess Call's gonna try to push back through this door. Right by Farron. I'm sorry, I'm pushing again. And go for like the closest one in the room.
Okay, the one that is to the north is you would have to go through Farron and then the door, so the closest one would be the one to the south.
Yeah, that's one I'd be attacking.
Okay.
Alright. Can I do the... I'm gonna do Great Weapon Master.
Sure.
So it'd be like a 19 to hit with the -5.
Sure does.
Okay.
So that's going to be plus 10 damage, isn't it?
Yep.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna roll this. That's 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. So with your swipe, you slash at him, and it looks like he's going to like pull up his shield to defend, and you crush his shield into him, and you get a little bit of a gash with your blade across his forehead, and he looks visibly shaken and falls to one knee, breathing hard already.
Yeah, I just look at him and just like orc yell right in his face. Yeah.
Is that all for you, Call?
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's all for me. That's all for me.
Elena.
Cool. I'm not able to see it. I don't have my screen up so I can see
You
it either.
can see the Duergar that is directly in front of you, though. So he's 5 feet in front of you with his back to you.
Is he the one that was frozen by Laurel?
No. That actually, Call, go ahead and roll another attack because that one is paralyzed. You have advantage on that attack.
Yeah.
Just to see if you get a crit.
Nah, that was 15 on the
Okay.
back.
All right. So yeah, Elena, you were able to see the Duergar in front of you. This one, his armor looks a little bit more well put together. He seems a little cleaner, and there's an air of importance to him. You kind of think this guy might be the one in charge.
Elena's just going to cast Chromatic Orb, Ice.
It is at disadvantage. Now, screw it. Just roll attack. That whole disadvantage for a spell attack is just silly.
I'm casting it just at level 1, so it is going to be 24.
Oh, 24 definitely hits.
Okay. And level 1. 14 damage.
Oh yeah. So right in his back, the icy ball just shoots out and hits him. Do me a favor. I would like you to put somewhere. Just take a note of ice spells cast and put a check mark. This is part of your elemental adept training. So yeah, you blast him right in the back, and it looks like it gave him a good hit, and he kind of looks over his shoulder at you. Is that it for you?
How's he looking? What's happened to him?
That's the only one that's hit him. It definitely hurt him, but he's still looking fine.
She's gonna yell back for someone. I need someone in here.
Okay. He's going to, at the end of your turn, use his legendary action to turn around and attack you.
Now.
That's cocked. That is a 22 to hit.
Ooh, do I get a reaction, or because I've already attacked him?
You would have a reaction.
Cool. Shield.
Does a 22 still hit?
Definitely does.
Okay, so you wouldn't, knowing that would have hit, you don't have to have cast shield. You can save the spell slot.
Okay.
Okay, so he hits you for 5 points of piercing damage and 10 points of psychic.
Ooh.
And he just kind of grins at you. And Zeke, it is your turn. You hear the sounds of combat, the cries of pain from your friends and foes coming from above.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a yelp from Elaine for sure.
And there's a couple crates of Chardolin in front of you.
And in the time I've been down here, you know, maybe 20 seconds at most, have I seen any movement?
No.
Okay.
With your passive perception, you can have noticed that as you opened it, dust kind of came down a little bit, like dust and frost coming down, denoting that it hasn't moved in a while. And also looking around, you can see that yours are the only footprints since the last snow.
Okay, which I'm assuming was like this morning or sometime the night before. Okay. Okay, then he's going to grab like a Chardolin piece if it's like within some distance, and
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like that. I don't. How about wait? Never mind.
Commit.
I was like, maybe I have advantage, but I do not. That's a 10.
As you're holding it, you feel a sickly energy come out of the metal and into you, and you take 6 points of poison damage.
Can I use my absorb elements against that? I don't know how that one works. It says incoming energy.
Yeah.
I'd say if it can be a breath weapon, it's an energy type.
Yeah. I mean, it's technically like a magical energy coming off of the stone. So, yeah.
Okay, then how much did you say I would take?
6.
6. Okay. I'll just cast it at first level. It's a reaction. And I will. Wow. Okay. Fucking shit. Okay, I will.
As a quick reminder, everyone currently does have a roll for Ukraine inspiration. Everyone also has Call still has my DM inspiration and Jacqueline's player inspiration. So I just want to remind everybody. Yeah, Call, you are stacked on inspiration.
You said that was poison damage?
I did.
Okay, I can't actually use absorb elements.
Okay.
It's only acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder.
So yeah, you wouldn't even have to use any of your movement. It would be because it's readily available. I'd say it's a free action to grab.
Okay, then I take 6 poison. And am I poisoned?
No.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, he's gonna slide that in his backpack. And climb back up.
Sure.
I don't know how.
10 feet to get back to the main deck.
All right, then I have 15.
As you get up to the main deck, you can see that there is a hulking dwarvish form on the other side of Elena inside the cabin.
Elena, duck! And then he is going to. I still have my bonus action, so I will wild shape into an archer.
Okay.
I will attack the one in front of Elena.
Elena, would you like to use your reaction to duck?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
dodge or move to one side.
Ducking is fine. Zeke, because Elena ducks, he does not. The Duergar does not have half cover. He has no cover.
Okay. 22 to hit.
Sure does.
Okay. He's gonna take 6 radiant damage from my archer energy bolt.
That's 19 total so far. If Very nice.
And then, do I still have a full action?
Yes.
Just free action. Okay. Then we are gonna use a guiding bolt. That's a natural 1 for an 8. Wait, no, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so I have the 1 from the Ukraine, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna do this again. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits. So, Elena, you watch as you're like ducking, and a little star mote shoots past you and hits right into the Duergar as he's looking down at you, and you're like, phew, I dodged Zeke's attack, and you start to stand up, and this beam of light just shoots out of Zeke's hand almost at you, and something pulls you back to the ground out of the way, and it just smashes into this Duergar.
That is 12 radiant. That's all
And
radiant.
he is glowing, and the next attack has advantage. Anything else, Zeke?
I am pretty sure I used everything that I possibly could in that, so I think that I'm out. I think I have nothing left. So.
All right. Laurel, your turn. You have a paralyzed
I have
Duergar.
advantage. So I'm going to this Duergar is paralyzed in front of me. I'm sort of using him as a meat shield, so I'm just not going to, but I am gonna like look around. I'm taller than him. I look over his head, and I cast Thorn Whip at the Duergar in front of Elena.
Okay. Is that a dex save?
Nope, that's a melee attack.
He's 15 feet away. Is there a range on it like that?
Yeah, it's 30 feet. It's
Okay.
a spell.
Okay, so is it ranged? Oh, you're fine. You got it. Roll. Sorry. Just checking clarification. You're good.
Okay, what is my... Oh, +6. Oh, nice. Okay, that's a 19 to hit.
He's going to use his reaction to cast Shield. And you watch as an arcane force appears behind his back, and your whip just bounces off of it.
Dick. So that was a cantrip. Can I... Well... Yeah, could I cast a bonus action spell?
Sure can.
Okay. I call on a healing spirit to be by Elena's side. And it's probably just like a bunch of little like glimmering squirrels that come and like flock all over you and just like make sure that you're doing okay and like kind of nuzzle against you, and they heal you for doop, 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 doop. Come on, where is it? 1 plus your what? Okay, 1d6 hit points. Oh my goodness.
I'm just
I don't know,
picturing
I'm
it in my
sorry.
head right now. That's just delightful. I'm just living my Disney princess dreams right now.
And this
Well, hey,
Duergar
that's
is
a
watching
6.
like, what the fuck? What are those?
What are
And-
those?
Okay, and that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, Dearth Sunblight is going to use his last legendary reaction to make another attack on Elena. That is another 22 to hit.
Oh, no.
You take another 5 points of piercing and another 10 points of psychic.
So that damage that I got healed probably gets taken off again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
And-
the squirrels at this point just scatter.
Now it is Dearth Sunblight's turn. He's going to cast Reduce on himself, which he shrinks down from, Drengir size to half the size of Zeke. And
So like 1 foot 3 inches.
Mm-hmm. And he's going
That's
to...
like a fifth of a call.
Yeah.
Hunt him, call.
He's going to run towards the door across the hall. Farron and Elena may make melee. Yes. No, actually, Elena, you used your reaction to duck, so you are not able to make a attack of opportunity. But Farron, you are.
This is at disadvantage because of the net one, right?
Yeah, this is your first attack, so yes.
Come on, baby. I burned a natural 20. That's a... Oh, I burned a natural 13.
Swings wide. You miss his little nimble form.
I'm sad.
And he's going to open the door and see Yami. And that's, I will say, will be enough to surprise him into ending his turn there.
Woo!
Farron, it's your turn.
Let's go.
I give my named folk legendary actions because they're named.
They have names.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
happen to hear Sunblight as his last name.
I'm going to walk up. I can flank with Yami, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the official. I'm going to just attack.
Okay. At advantage.
It's just... Oh. Can I use my inspiration on this? I
Yeah.
rolled a pair of 5s.
Any d20.
Awesome. So one more. Fantastic. That's a 23.
That sure does hit.
All right, let's hit this big or little old boy. And I'm gonna have Yami pump his extra juice into it.
Okay.
Boop. Ooh. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Or sorry, slashing damage. 13 points of slashing and 1 point of lightning. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna tell Yami to bite him.
Do it.
Hurrah.
Come on, little buddy.
Yeah.
Bite the shit out of this little guy. Oh, you could eat him. Eat him, Yami. What? 3 times I've had to roll 2 dice. I've rolled doubles on all of them. Double 13s, double 5s, double 19s.
1 in 400. What is with this?
What am I? Okay, yeah. So Yami's gonna give this guy a good little nippy nip.
What did you roll to hit?
24.
Yeah, that is.
And that will be 5 points of piercing damage as he bites into him.
Okay. Does that end yours and Yami's turn?
Yep.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to attack Yami. That's a 15 to hit.
That misses AC 16.
Ooh, so he goes to stab and, Yami just kind of leans back out of his midget arm reach.
Lean back. Lean back.
So it is the other Duergar's turn. It's another wisdom save. Laurel?
Yes, wisdom
okay.
save.
That is an 18.
He succeeds.
Alright, he comes out of his paralysis and ends his turn.
Okay.
It is the other Duergar's turn. And he's kind of looking around. He smirks. And he's going to take 2 full attacks on the Duergar that was just paralyzed. With advantage because he's flanking with Call.
Yay,
That
friend.
first one hits. And the second one misses. So he's going to take 6 points. Actually, that's enough. So he just slams his war pick into this other Duergar's back, like right below his head between his shoulder blades, and he goes, ah, and just collapses to the ground off of the war pick. He's dead.
So the Duergar in the corner that we can't see?
He is now visible. Well, no, on his first turn, he became visible and went
Okay.
into a defensive state. And then on his
And
second
he killed
turn,
the other Duergar.
just killed the other Duergar.
Wow. Okay. Well, okay.
That
And
ain't saving you.
Dearth Sunblight looks at him. Traitor. The other guy goes, I follow the Moose Guard. And Call, at the end of your turn, Dearth is going to use another legendary action to use his Mind Mastery on the other Duergar.
Mastery.
So he needs to make a save. He fails.
Infighting. Ooh, infighting.
The Duergar, the Duergar in the corner turns to you, Farron, and makes an attack against you. And he misses completely. And then he comes to his senses and he holds his weapon down. Call, it's your turn.
Okay. Call's kind of confused by this, but he wants to go for the right over in the corner, and we're going to be attacking. Mr.
You have advantage because you are fully surrounding this guy.
Okay. Let's make it do what it do. Would a 18 hit him?
Ooh.
Just misses.
Ah.
His tiny form allows him to be a little bit more nimble, and he just ducks out of the way.
Damn, I would have hit him if I wasn't trying to be. Alright,
You're raging, right?
yeah.
I believe can't you bonus you can believe you can bonus action second attack, right, when you're raging? Or is that
No,
only
yeah,
when you
I
frenzy?
That's only when I frenzy. But I feel like, yeah, Cole's gonna frenzy and go for a bonus attack.
Yeah.
At advantage.
And that misses because I rolled. Wait. 11.
Ah, shoot. Good try, though.
Yeah, that's a 17.
You are flush with inspiration.
You are flush with inspiration.
Oh, can I use one of my inspirations? So that would be just one
One reroll, yep. If you need to, for whatever reason, you could burn them all.
No. Just re-rolling one. And that still misses because I rolled a 9 on the die. Plus 6, yeah, it's not gonna hit him.
Got 2 more if you want them.
No, that's my turn.
Okay. It is Elena's turn.
And she is going to Chromatic Orb Mr. Sunblight.
At advantage
Light.
because he is surrounded by your friends and harried from all sides.
Lightning. No, sorry, she's going to do ice. Ooh, 26, nat 20.
So, that definitely hits.
Cool.
So, are you rolling the dice, or are you going to D&D Beyond them? Are you going to roll physical dice?
I'm rolling physical dice.
Okay, so my home rule for when you're rolling physical dice, because it doesn't take into D&D Beyond crap, it's max damage plus the dice roll. So take
Gotcha.
whatever the maximum damage is, and then roll another die on top of that. Or 2, whatever the spell calls for.
And because a turn is passed, I'm gonna have Yami use his infused strike on it, so it's an additional d6.
So Chromatic Orb's effect is 3d8.
So that is a 24 plus 3d8.
Plus another d6.
Yep, of lightning damage for the last die. So you're at 24 cold already.
32.
I would like you to put 2 checks next to your ice training for the natural 20. You blast him, and it hits him, and then he looks like he's like about to shriek in pain and freezes solid. And then the last little bit of the jolt from Yami comes through and shatters him. And he's gone. And as he is gone, the other one just drops his... The guy in the corner drops his weapons. Puts up his hands.
Is he within eyesight of Elena?
Yes. He's in the southeastern corner of the room, kind of standing on some chests a little bit, and he just drops his war pick and puts his hands up.
On the ground, you cooperate to the full degree.
No problem. I have no quarrel with you. I will talk. Just please don't kill me. And he kind of creeps down onto the ground, and he pushes his warhammer away from him. Like he looks like he's reaching for it, but he just shoves it away. And like there is a will to cooperate within this person.
Wow.
And that's where we're gonna take our break, actually. So
I'll do it when we come back.
Yeah. So everyone, please hydrate up, and we will return shortly. everyone. We have returned. Hydrated and braked. So, last we met the Agents of SHAILD. They had dispatched a Duergar, helped dispatch another Duergar, and commanded a third to get on the floor, who immediately did as he was told.
Insight check.
Now walk the dinosaur.
Are you insight checking me or the Duergar that is on the ground?
Yes. 'Cause you're the
we
same
can inside
person.
check the DM. Whoa.
You're the same person.
You
can
know
certainly
us so
try.
well.
Breaking the world.
Can I also say I rolled really damn good on these odd duck dice that I have here, by the way?
Odd duck
Brand new
dice.
yesterday. Odd duck
15.
dice.
15.
Dice.
When he attacked the other guy, the other Duergar, there was malice on his face. Like there was no love for this other being. Now that combat has finished, the leader of the band dead and the other guy down, he seems calm and willing to talk.
Carl goes and starts checking the little leader's pockets. See what he got on him.
Elena's just gonna watch the one that she's kind of barked at and is like,
You find a dagger
full
among
cooperation.
his bits, and it's kind of fancy looking. And he's like, full cooperation.
Full cooperation, and we will consider sparing your life.
What was that name you said?
Which one? Sunblight?
His full
That's
name,
him,
please?
right?
Yes.
Yes, Dearth Sunblight.
Dearth. Oh gosh, what a terrible name.
Guys,
It's a pretty common Duergar name.
Sorry. No offense.
Not
Just-
to me, it's his name.
guys,
See? What is it?
there's a bunch of this shit downstairs, and he's gonna pull the Chardonnay out
Make
again.
a Constitution saving throw.
Oh gosh.
14. I feel like that's a little low.
You take 4 points of poison damage.
It hurts when I hold it.
Drop it!
Drop it. Drop it.
Drop.
If it hurts,
Is it-
drop it!
Is it
I
Chardonnay?
It's
I wanted to
Chardonnay.
bring it to you. I just thought it would be really important. There's a bunch of it down there.
It's.
Is
No.
that Chardonnay?
Ow.
How much Chardonnay do you have?
Here or total?
I'll say currently
Both.
on this ship, and then total.
Like 2 crates downstairs. They're kind of full, and like the size of your friend, and he kind of motions towards little Zeke in the doorway. And supposedly 100 times that back at the castle.
Oh
least.
no!
What for?
I don't know. That one there, and he looks to Dearth. That is, he's like Prince to be. Zaldarak is his father. He's the youngest. Well, was. In my clan, we have no love for the Sunblights.
Okay.
No love for the atrocities that they have committed. No love for the evil that they probably have planned. That metal there, and he gestures with his chin towards the Chardonnay on the ground. Nothing good comes from it.
All right. What do you consider atrocities?
They've slaughtered to get their way.
Fair. Okay. Fair.
I
Just wanted to make sure we were on a
understand.
similar page here.
I understand most folk from the Underdark don't have the best, there's lots of things said about us, but we're not all terrible. The
Zeke
Sunblight
is.
clan, they're terrible.
Yeah. While that's happening, Zeke is just gonna cast Cure Wounds on Elena.
Okay.
That's 19 hit points back.
Beefy.
I know he's collecting a lot of it. And he
You
swears.
don't know for what.
No. The Muskarts, we've been quartered off. We aren't part of the clan, but Zardarok's trying to move in on Grandolfa, our leader. Putting the moves on her, as one would say.
Heavens.
She's a smart one, though. She's probably trying to use him.
Okay.
Judging from the looks of you and how quickly your friend back there was hurt, I don't think you'd be safe going to the castle.
I was just gonna say.
And if I brought you there, if you weren't in chains, we'd all be killed. On sight.
Are there more of you on the ship?
There were 4 of us. One of them's been gone for a day or so.
Yeah, he's toast.
I'd be honest, I was trying to figure this out like the whole time. I was like, where's the 4th guy? So I jumped into the hole. I was like, there's gotta be a 4th guy in the hole. We killed the 4th guy. We already killed him, guys. It's fine. I've been trying to do the math this whole time, and I just be like, okay, there's 3. There's gotta be a 4th one.
The math is going through Zeke's mind like,
Where's the 4th guy?
It was like Farron when we were trying to count for Max, and he's like, 1, 7, 13.
Holy shit.
No, we're good.
We're here.
We need that break in the tension.
yes.
Can I want to step outside and just kind of watch the dock, make sure there aren't peoples coming of any sort.
Without a perception check, there are a few people that are about 30 or so feet down the road that you came in. Very like they're not being, they're just there, and they seem to be chatting and pointing in Fenris's direction and then motioning back to each other. And Fenris is just sitting there looking into town with his back to the dock, just kind of eyeing things. And he's you can see that he's looked at them and doesn't seem to care.
Okay. I'll do a sharp whistle to have Fenris come this way.
He turns and he trots down the dock.
To the guy that we're questioning, Elaine is just gonna pop a bit more, like, lessen the bad cop, and is just like, what is your name?
Ilsef.
Ilsef. Were you ordered to return with what you got? Or were you expected to find more?
Both.
Okay.
We were told to scour the land for as much as we could find. Last I saw it with, I believe, 100 or so crates. We were told it wasn't enough.
What on earth?
Reason I ask is mostly because I said we considered we keep you alive. You've been very cooperative.
You've
been very cooperative.
I
not
can make you a
finished.
deal, though. Like, please continue, but I can make you a deal.
I will hear that in a moment. However, whatever he is planning, we would like to know, especially if it endangers Icewind Dale, especially if it endangers the world. We don't want any danger to come and any more harm to come, and especially not to you, especially not to anyone in this region. We will do everything in our power to prevent that from happening. Now, that being said, I am fully prepared to spare you. But what is your deal that you would like to make? I will at least hear it.
Right, so, Like I said, you don't look like you're ready to head there now. But once you get there, I can pass word that you folk are on the side of the Moosegard. Maybe half the Duergar there are my clan. And if you are a foe to them, you're a friend to us. We come here, we want trade. Trade in the Underdark is so... It's been done. And done over, and it sucks. It's not good, it's getting worse. We want to come trade with the above world. You know, diversify is the word we've heard.
Right. So you're looking for equitable trade between yourselves and the 10 towns?
Aye.
I see nothing wrong with that.
I don't either.
And Grandolpha, I believe, is trying to get into in good with Sunblight.
Does she feel that Sunblight can give her what
Power
can
and
she
money.
figure to gain?
Power
Okay.
and money. He's very
Okay.
powerful, quite wealthy. And he has, you know, the castle here in, you know, above ground. It's a good foothold.
Okay, so when do you propose that we return to perhaps try and infiltrate the castle?
There might be something that you could do in the meantime to slow this down and prepare yourself. The other son, Nildar,
Ooh.
he has an outpost near Kelvin's camp.
Okay. Great.
In the middle of the thunder, I know. It's not
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, with the undead frost giant in there. Right?
I mean, he's like in the mountain, and that's a different place, I think. Like, it's in, not like
Okay.
nearby.
Right.
And as soon as your DM finds where this thing is,
I look to Elena and what do you think?
We wanted to find out about what they're doing with this mineral. We
Right.
have an idea that they're collecting a lot of it for what we don't know. But if we have a way of halting it and ultimately stopping it, I see no reason why we should. She's keeping her voice low. You know, I see no reason why we couldn't cooperate. And we have ourselves allies. Strange bedfellows, yes, but I mean,
Zeke, what do you think?
Do you think he knows anything about Kappa?
worth an ask.
Who or what is a kappa?
Disco Kappa?
Disco?
You guys gotta broaden it. The Nominati. You just gotta broaden it. I don't
Yeah.
think we can get too specific with it.
Yes.
The no party.
No. But
Insight check.
sure. He continues, but
Can I
It's
can I
possible
roll
the
an
sunlight-
insight check? Could I roll an insight check for when he said where the other prince is?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I know it's a
No, it's alright. What'd you get, Zeke?
14.
And Laurel?
insight is a +6. That's 15.
He is telling you what he knows to be as true. And Laurel, Zeke the same.
Okay.
It seems like Zadarak is keeping it tight-lipped, but I have heard word of Deep Duergar. one of the Duergar goddesses. She's not a good one either.
What about her?
The Zardarak is hearing from her directly.
Oh.
That'd be a bad thing.
I mean, either he's crazy or an evil goddess is talking to him, so neither one is good.
What is
Neither is good.
this Zardarok? What is he aiming for? Just total destruction of the 10 towns?
Expansion.
Expansion.
He wants to take over as much as he can. So, how much do you know about the Underdark folk? We're not particularly... We don't do too well in the sunlight. Have you noticed a lack of something?
Yes.
Zardarak wants to take advantage of it.
Is he working in league with Oral?
I think he's just taking advantage of the situation. Unless
Okay.
this deep Dweller is Oral in disguise,
I look to call. What do you make of this guy?
I'm not sure. So, people from the Underdark are just trying to take advantage of the lack of light. And as my ex friend was assisting with that process that was taken over, but I feel like if we stopped them, they couldn't take advantage of this darkness that seems to be plaguing these towns.
Down with the king, then.
Down with the eye switch.
Nothing like being at the top.
Down with the Nominati!
We're just it's gradual stairs up. We're gonna start with the king, and then Oral, and then the Nominati, and
I recommend the prince first. You
What,
out
like,
one-
okay,
what is-
prince,
what is-
then king.
You said this
then
dude right
whale.
here is like second in what? He's
He
like
was, you know, prince to be. It's kind of like
a
so.
Prince Chode over here.
There
He
were
doesn't have nothing
4 of
on
them, and Nildar and Death kind of snuck up on them and killed them.
Oh,
It's kind of like, you know,
Okay.
be the oldest if there's no one older than you left.
Ooh, pretty brutal.
Yeah, Zardarak supports it too. Supposedly, he killed 5 of his brothers before he took the throne.
Wow. That's
You want,
vicious.
you want to know how Grandolpha got our throne? She takes care of us. She gets shit done. She's wise.
so unlike Dick Buttkiss over here, that he's like,
I like it. Is that orc for something?
It's worked for something.
it's something my mother used to say to me.
I like it. Dick Buckus.
She sounds like a wise and noble ruler. One would.
My
Definitely be
mother
honored
was
to have her.
amazing, great warrior. Yeah.
I mean, I meant Grandolpha, but yes, I completely agree. I think she'd be in the same category as well.
Well, yeah. I'm just gotta put that out.
Of course.
But okay, so. What are we planning on doing? Like next? Like where do y'all think we should?
Well, there's this prince that's up by Kelvin's cairn, and then there's everything that we need to attend to out west too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
and someone is still out there.
Do you think maybe Sephek is also up that way?
We have no clue in hell where Sephek is right now.
But
I
like
hate to agree, but yeah.
maybe. It's
well, I can
cold.
point in a direction and say maybe, like, yeah, but like,
But like
we
two
smelled
birds, one
the-
stone.
I've got
that
an
would be
idea.
great. That would be great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's regarding Sephek, so maybe we should talk about it, privately.
Hey, Ilsif. Ilsif.
Hey,
Do you know a Sephek? Handsome, bright blue eyes, but like a firm.
Possible great sword wound in the middle of his chest.
white hair, ponytail, tall, no coat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's right.
White hair? No.
Well, like,
not white
like
hair.
streaks in his hair.
Yeah.
Streaks.
Oh, okay.
That's
No
what he
coat.
I've
And no coat, so he's not wearing a coat. It's ridiculous
No.
cold out here.
Not recently. But when I was snooping down in Dugan's hole, I saw him asking questions. Something about the lottery and somebody skipping out.
How many days ago was this?
Maybe 7, 8 days.
DM,
Mhm.
it's been like 2.
Since you last saw him, yes.
Yeah. Okay. That.
Today is the 22nd of Nightall. If that matters to anyone.
22nd of Nightall.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, we saw him earlier than that, so I don't know if that's very helpful. But you at least know what he looks like.
Hey,
So then, if you see him, you tell us.
how will I find you to tell you?
You just ask for the Agents of SHAILD, and somebody will know us.
And that is who you would tell your remaining group about that we are on your side.
Yeah, we haven't necessarily set up a PO box yet.
All right, I will pass on the information that the Agents of SHAILD are
Yeah.
to be trusted.
Yeah.
You did. Not only did you assist in saving my life, you spared me. And that speaks volumes. Not many are willing to trust us folk from the Underdark.
Let's just say I know what it's like to be misunderstood. And I'm willing to give you a chance. You break that chance, I'll show no mercy.
Aye,
She
that's-
means it.
That's fair. And I respect it.
Do you have like money and stuff to like get to where you need to be
I'll
for
be fine.
safety?
I'll be fine.
Okay. And
Will you be going back to your to the castle, do you think?
What are your next steps at this point?
Yeah.
To try and return and come up with a good enough explanation why I'm alone.
Right.
Hmm.
Oh, and then what? We should just like sink this boat, right?
You
Just
can
like,
try, the ice is very thick.
We got fire. It's fine.
I don't know if the boat needs to be destroyed.
What do we do with all the ouchies?
The Chardolin. Oh,
At least, at the very least, destroy the Shardlin.
yes.
This is a terrible idea, but it may save my life. Let me take some with me. Not all of it. Not even a lot. Like a bag. Like a good bag's worth.
Sure.
Saying
Yeah.
I was able to escape with this at least.
Okay. Yeah, if that'll save your skin and you can get to Grandolpha.
What do we do with the rest of it?
I don't
Hide
think
it.
sinking it into the lake would be good for the lake. Just putting
So
it out
what
there.
would the story you would be telling them of how you got away with this bag of?
I mean, I will tell the truth. We were attacked, assaulted, and I barely made it away with my own life.
Do you
Well,
need some battle scars? Like a good knocking across the face?
I'd prefer not.
But would it make it seem more reasonable?
Make a persuasion check, please.
If this is more in Elena's mind, but she's just like, if you just want to hit him, Zeke, just hit him. I don't know.
That's a natural 19.
You're probably right. Is it gonna be you punching me there, wee one?
Or we could just singe the end of your beard.
No.
Okay, then punch it in.
I'd rather be punched in the face.
Give him a good black eye, Zeke.
I definitely could, but little fists. Call here much better at that.
Oh, I am going to regret this.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we just need a nice shiner,
Just
like
need a-
nice
Yeah.
black.
I'm not used to willingly getting punched in the face. Could you do me a favor? Hold me still. Like, grab my shoulders and keep me here so I don't try and dodge, because I'm gonna wanna.
Farron, do you want to hold him?
Or Laurel, do you want to hold him?
I'm outside at the moment.
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
I'll back myself in the corner so I can't go too far.
while he's talking, Carl just sneaks in and whack him. Just while he's
You
talking.
can absolutely make the attack with advantage. Just whack him with advantage.
No
Well,
warning. Just
yeah.
Like, oh,
That's
come
the it's
on.
like off with a band-aid.
All right. Rip.
It's an 18.
Yeah, you hit. And he reels from it. He's in the corner, he's you can tell that he's not seeing straight. The eye you hit is already swelling shut. He's like, thank God there's lots of snow outside. I'm gonna need it. You hit a boulder.
Well,
an
I mean,
Aurochs
it'll
on
be
a rampage.
it'll be more believable.
Carl just says, if you have to give any names, give mine. Leave my friends out of it, please.
And what's your name?
Cole.
I know. Cole. Hey. Cole from the Agents of SHAILD.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay, so what do we
Honestly,
do
this
with
is
all
the-
the other ouch?
Struggling, yeah.
You have somewhere you can hide it. Someone you can give it to that can dispose of it.
I mean,
Yeah, I think-
where are y'all digging it up to begin with? Where are these mines? How do you find this stuff?
I hear out near Tourmaline. There's a gem mine.
Near Tourmaline. Oh, that's way out west.
There's a
Okay.
gem mine that they found quite a bit in. It's also kind of found sporadically. Some of these folk have collected it over the years and put it on display because touching it hurts. And we snag it. Some we've dug up. Some we've found. Most we've stolen.
I mean, what if Fenris just digs us a big deep hole and we just bury it?
I suppose.
It could still be found again. It may take some time, and hopefully this all is resolved before. But it will be found again.
Is there a a magical method that you have to find it?
Oh, to find
AKA
it.
like a metal detector?
Aye, find it, aye. And he pulls a coin that's the size of his palm. It's 2 or 3 inches across minimum. Actually, because he's got big old ham hocks, 4 inches across. And he's like, this coin, and you notice that it's slowly pulsing with a small light that's greenish black, like Chardolin. This tells us when it's nearby. Only about 15 to 20 feet.
Does Princeling there have one of those coins on him?
Aye,
All right. Great.
wielded.
All right, I take it from him.
Does not require attunement. It's just a weird... It's kind of like a combination of metals. Not quite an alloy. Like, none of them seem to actually be melded together. And there's no real design on it, imprinted on it. It's more of a coin-shaped disc. And it is just slightly pulsing.
Okay, great. Put it away.
So, if you head to, was it Kerkonig? And then west from there, it's pretty hard to miss Kelvin's Cairn. If you head from Kerkonig straight to Kelvin's Cairn, you should find their hideout.
DM, would you mind pulling up the big world, like Icewind Dale map? Thank you.
Icewind Dale.
Activate.
I have to click activate to turn it on. So,
Okay.
from Kerkonig to Kelvin's Cairn, would Laurel pull out her map?
Yep.
Right. He points to a spot right about here.
Okay.
Oh my god, not all that extra stuff. There. Right about there. He's like, in and about that area.
All right.
Dick Buckus.
Dick butt kiss. Elena? Should this be our next move?
Going after Prince. What was his name?
Sunkissed? Sunblight.
This other Prince Sunblight?
Nildar.
Nildar. I know.
Oh, I'm
trying.
sorry.
I'm
What a
trying.
name. Nildar.
I think it was his grandfather's. Like, passed down, you know?
So, but he can't be very well respected if he was cast away from the castle up to the cairn. Or is he running like a big operation up there?
Aye.
It's so how many people would you reckon is up there?
Probably 15 or so. Likely they have an ogre or something available to them too.
All right.
Hey,
But-
Call, how do you feel about fighting an ogre? Throw down?
Let's give
Go
it a
ahead.
go.
It's whatever.
It's whatever. I love it. Okay.
Alright then, I'll take that as a sure.
Is it right if I go grab that shardle and take off?
Grab what you can carry.
Hey, when you get to Sunblight, there's always one moose guard on watch. Mention my name.
Ilse.
Ilsef.
Aye.
All
And
right.
he kind of gets up. Can I have my war pick? He thinks. He holsters it. Pulls out. He pulls out a bag, and it is almost a metallic-looking material. And then he like walks out, lifts up the hatch, and heads down. And he comes back up with the sack full and tied to his side.
Call. You know what we could do? we can put all of the ouchie ouch that's left over, and we can put it in your fancy backpack, and we can bring it to Midge. She might have a good idea for what to do with it, or get rid of it, or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Is it gonna ouchie ouch me putting it in there?
Do you have gloves?
Oh yeah, we got some little winter gloves.
I think if you got some gloves on, I think you'd be fine.
Zeke, you were wearing your gloves.
Oh. Backpedal. We'll be very careful. Is there any like things in the room we could use to like pick it up? Like
There were a
looks like
couple
tunnels?
shovels nearby.
just use some shovels. That's fine.
All right, so are you gonna hold my bag while I shovel this in?
Yeah, Zeke will help you.
All right.
But he will talk your ear off the whole time about the whale. He's
What?
just
I get it, but yeah, it's just a whale.
he's not gonna stop.
I've seen many whales.
Yeah,
None-
but
none with
listen,
a bubble
you don't
on
know
its back.
how much we could learn about going to this whale.
I'm just gonna pop it when I get there. I'm like, it's,
No, not when it's in the water. We gotta at least get it out of the water first.
what if it's like some abscess? It's like just got this creature in pain. Like we'll just go there, like pop it, and
What? No, it's definitely a bubble of air with people shrunk down by the Nominati inside. That makes way more sense than an abscess.
I don't know.
Zeke, your imagination knows no bounds, and I like it.
I didn't know air bubbles could just like, wouldn't it pop if it was just air bubble underwater?
It's magic. Anything is possible.
That,
walked?
You're right. We gonna see some shit. I'd say anything's possible.
We were just in like a man's other realm dimension.
Oh, Carl's digging the shit while we're talking shit.
That just
But yeah, where's I guess Carl looks at Zeke. Where'd they say this thing Prince is? Is that close by the well? Or is it
Well,
total opposite side?
yeah, as y'all have been chatting, Laurel's been like looking at the map and trying to do, like the finger to finger to finger sort of.
Elena's been watching Laurel and just like.
And that's currently what the DM is looking up. So, how many hours travel? It is north of Caer Dineval, which we just came from.
It'd be a little bit of backtracking, but
Yeah, so we're
unfortunately, I
going
think
to
that
Caer
takes us
Conning.
further away from the whale, unfortunately, but it is on the list. Top 5 at least.
Promise we'll go west after this, Zeke.
Mhm.
Zeke is convinced that the Nominati is working with the Duergar. So like he'll follow this Duergar shit because
Okay.
he thinks Kappa is at the top of this. Like, but he's also wants to go like free the people in the air bubble on the back of the whale.
If they need freeing, I mean, we don't know if maybe they're comfortable there.
He's like actually I don't even know what his alignment. What alignment did I give him?
You think it would take you about 6.5 to 7 hours?
Okay, so a solid day's travel. What time of day is it now? Like, we just kind of woke up, huh? Like, not long ago.
Still before noon.
Oh, we could go today.
Probably, at this point, maybe 10.
Stay at Caer Conning and then head out for the cairn.
So we're grabbing a brunch ale and heading out? Is that what we're doing?
That sounds great.
sounds like a plan.
Call.
Okay, I will get the puppies, and then I'll meet you at the tavern with all the puppies, because they need
Okay.
to eat before we go too.
Carl's definitely giving the new big puppy a scritch behind the ear.
Did we get the Chardonnay in the bag?
You were able
Okay,
to get
great.
all of it in the bag.
Okay, great. Great.
Do you want to toss one of the shovels in while you're at it?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there any open water by the boat at all? Not even like a little breakage?
Nope.
Nothing to dump a body down into? Okay, great. Okay.
A lot of ice to drop it on.
I don't want to just drop a Duergar onto the ice.
You got a nice
You-
individual who can make fireballs.
You were all aware of past the first like 20 or 30 feet down the dock, there were no footprints besides Duergar footprints. No one has been this way in a while.
Well, maybe they'll just stay here and just okay. They'll just surprise.
I mean, it's pretty cold. We could like we could put their bodies in some snow, pile the ice, like under
think
the deck.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't. If we ever come back, it's gonna just be horrific with the
Yeah.
smell and the decay and the.
Ships can
does
get a
it-
real
does-
bad stink to them.
Ladane, what's like the temperature out right now?
About minus 30
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Fahrenheit for those not in the US.
What would that be Celsius?
I think about minus 28, 26, somewhere in there. Starts getting closer around the minus 44 where they match up. Don't ask me why, I still remember that.
Did Ilsef look different than Dearth? Like visually? Like how are we gonna be able to tell who the mustard clan member is?
The coloring of their armor was different.
Okay, they like
They're-
actually.
There was like a stylized, like almost
Okay.
blood red M in leather on their chest of the armor, while the other ones had like a black sun on their chest.
Fun fact, folks, negative 30 Fahrenheit is just about negative 30 Celsius.
The more you know.
The more you know. You're freezing your nuts off either way.
Farron is fine, completely fine. The rest of you, if it
I'm
was
fine.
not for your
Oh,
you're
right.
resistant to cold,
No, I've got a ring of warmth.
Farron's got. Does Farron have anything?
The
I have the boots.
Boots of the Winterlands, right? Okay, so yeah, Farron and Laurel are fine. The rest of you, if it was not for your cold weather gear, it would really suck. Like it's not comfortable, but it's not so bad that you're taking Constitution saves yet.
You know, I rarely say this, but if we get a minute to get out of the cold, perhaps.
Miss the caravan. Damn.
Yeah, let's get into the tavern again. Warm up before we leave.
Yeah, and while we walk, Zeke will pull out his notebook with Midge, and he
Mhm.
will in grave detail everything that happened. Like, and he definitely did that last night about the
Mhm.
whole disco situation. He is just like maybe a little too much detail.
She put an asterisk. Like you can see that new things have popped up on your text, like an asterisk next to each of the magic items that you mentioned, and she puts like a note with another asterisk at the beginning. It's wonderful that you're able to get a hold of so many wonderful items to keep yourself safe. And she talks like annotates like a few other things, like that she's going to look into some more information regarding any deep gnomes named Disco or anything named Kappa, something like that. For this, almost interrupting you writing shortly after you write Chardolin and having collected it, she said, "Did you touch it? Please tell me you didn't touch it."
He'll pause for a second, think about the dumb decisions he's made in his life, and then he will, in very small letters, write yes underneath. Just, yes.
I'm guessing it was only once and you learned your lesson because you're still here to write to me. Do
He
your
will
best.
want-
Do your best to not touch it again, and keep it secret and as safe as possible.
He just puts O and a K next to it, and then he moves on and pretends like he just keeps going about the other stuff.
XOXO.
Thank you for the update, Zeke.
And he would have said like that it was in the backpack and that we were bringing it to her,
Excellent.
but that we're not going to her right now.
Shite.
We're going north. Maybe she could meet us somewhere when we come back.
From what you have gathered, the caravan is unable to travel on the roads within the 10 towns. Only the one to Bryn Shander from south is big enough for a caravan. Or even like as well packed enough for a caravan.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so they're just parked forever at Bryn Shander. Okay. Yeah, so order up a round of stew and some ale.
Oh, sure. I'll get it right out for you.
Thanks,
And
ma'am.
something for the puppies.
And then Zeke will go scurrying out to the dogs.
You see
Elena's
Bart-
gonna park close by the fire, and just sit quietly for a moment.
Barty, one day
she's
I'm
in
gonna bring
thought.
you a thing of broom shander stout, and so you can know not to be drinking this fruit beer.
I don't make it. I just sell it.
Who makes it?
No, we order from Goodmead. They
Well,
make
stop
some of the
ordering
better stuff.
from them because they
Mm.
like fruit in their beer.
We just buy the strongest thing. You know, get drunk quicker, stay warm, go home, sleep. Forget about the winter.
That sounds lovely, but I wouldn't be doing it with this beer. Just saying.
You know, you seem like a man who knows what he likes.
And
I do.
he reaches down and he pulls out, and being that a Goliath, so this bottle does not look very big in his hand, but he puts it down and it's just a brown clay bottle with a cork in the top of it. And he pops the cork and he pours you a small glass of it. And like, this is some kind of moonshine.
It's the Nomad Special. They make it themselves.
I feel being in this place with my friend Barty, who has been my great bartender at this tavern. I would like to insight check this substance.
You can make a perception check on it, yeah.
Yeah, this is a perception something. There we go. Oh. That is a 11.
It smells flammable. It has the color of whiskey, and it's completely clear. Besides that, but it's got that brownish color of whiskey.
Okay.
And he only poured you like a shot's worth.
Okay, Carl's definitely like wine connoisseur at the vineyards. Like he's doing it up. Sniffs it. You know, we got to get the bouquet, everything, and then he'll like put it in his mouth, swish it, and then knock it back.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it! Shit. Oh, damn. This must have been some strong shit. He got a 9.
So as you knock it back, like your throat just ignites. It feels completely on fire, and it hits your belly, and it's just this warmth from beneath. You didn't fail so bad that you're gonna immediately lose it, but you're doing the thing for the next 10 to 15 seconds or so. It's really, really strong, but it has like an oaky, like a burnt oak flavor with some vanilla undernotes, like a really smooth whiskey. It's like probably 80% alcohol. And you feel nice and warm.
Like, well there then, 40. Yeah, that was.
That's a one and done. I can't let you have another one. It's not safe.
Oh, this is like, oh, okay.
They call
Okay,
it
well-
rocket fuel, whatever that is.
Two. This is one of them 2-drink maximum taverns. One
No,
drink,
no,
okay.
no.
What?
Just this one.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, here's an ale. Wash it
yeah.
down.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna sit down.
I'm gonna go
Thank
get
you.
the stew and something for the dogs.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
just some meat. Scraps.
What
Scraps.
about the big one?
Big
Oh.
piece of meat for him. Yeah,
Scraps
How
will
much do you
do.
want?
just
What'll a gold get us?
yeah.
A lot of scraps.
Okay. Yes, please.
Okay.
And he goes around, and then he comes back out with 5 stews. And then he goes back, and he comes out with essentially a 50-gallon barrel filled with like meat scraps and like fatty bits of fish. Like it's all been deboned and all that. Besides the meat, like all the larger bones are still in there, but it's a good bunch of scraps. The cold helps it keep very well.
Oh.
That's all yours.
We'll just strap it onto the friggin' sled, I guess.
Zeke, want to take this out to the dogs?
Yes.
Zeke is out with the dogs.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well,
Zeke, you're able to get everybody all harnessed up, snacked up a little bit, and amped and ready to go.
Okay, we are gonna come up to the front, and he'll just like tell all the good boys to sit and be good, and then he'll just like dramatically open the door.
Cold rush of air, and there's Zeke.
The dogs.
And
Yay!
Zeke, you enter right as Bardaben is putting down a barrel larger than you, full of food scraps.
I'll go over and pick it up to start going out there with Zeke.
Make
Just
an
one
athletics
arm.
check for me, please.
Oh.
Oh my god, is that all for the puppies?
we got the big one now too.
Oh, that's
Athletics.
right.
Hey, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in the D&D universe that's like, like hot hands? The little hand warmers, like hot rocks or something.
There's a thermal cube.
I rolled bad. That's an 8.
Oh. Okay, but that's
You're able to lift it like just off the ground, and you're like straining across to get it to the door, but you're able to get it outside.
I was gonna say I'm pretty strong. Also, I could help him.
Okay, so between the two of you, you see that Call's starting to struggle, and then the two of you pick it up and bring it outside. All of the dogs immediately perk up when you come outside because they can smell the meat, and even Fenris's tail is just
Food?
I just imagine this like stoic like dog, and then just like this tail going crazy.
Fenris walks over to it, looks at the other dogs, kicks it over, And then all of them just go to town.
Yay!
Make sure you eat too, buddy.
Oh no, he does too.
Feed your animals.
Good.
Elena.
Hmm?
Are you going to be okay, or do you want this? And Laurel motions to the ring of warmth.
I'll be fine. There'll be a trip to lodgings hopefully when we get there, and then first light will be there. I'll be fine.
Okay. Because we can switch off, if you... I might actually be a cat, so... Okay, you're fine. Okay, just...
I
Just let me
appreciate what you're doing.
Okay.
I do have a bit on my mind, though. I don't know if now's the right time, or maybe when we get to wherever.
Yeah, Kirkonic. Yeah,
Maybe
Absolutely.
at Kirkonic.
absolutely.
Either as many of you, or just you and I have something to get off my chest.
Laurel reaches out and gives a little squeeze to Elena's shoulder, and hopefully this journey will be quick.
Would you push through Caer Dineval straight into Caer Connacht? Because you could get there in a reasonable amount of time. And with your knowledge of what happened on the lock the previous time, and now knowing what to look for specifically, you would be able to avoid that type of issue with the dogs hitting the thing and falling down.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I think just straight on to Caer Konig. One of them.
Cool. Alright. Anything else you want to do in Easthaven before heading out?
Not unless I am on the lookout for Sephek still. Just
Same. but
at
I-
all times.
No perception check needed. Nothing seen. Nothing invisible either, Farron. Would you use your primeval awareness at all?
Probably not till we left.
Okay.
Laurel, can you come help me with Fenris really quick?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What do you need?
When we get out there, I'm not trying to be nosy. I just noticed it, and I just didn't want to expose you in front of everybody. But why are your ears shorter?
It's a druid thing.
Insight check?
And deception check.
Oh, deception.
You
Okay.
are lying.
What? I am not.
Do we
I
all
think
hear this,
I
or is it
should-
just between those two?
Just the
for
two of them.
clarity's- Okay.
That's a 22 for insight.
Oh no! That's probably not gonna great. I have to get a natural 20. No.
So Farron, you get that she's hiding something.
You don't, Laurel, you don't have to explain yourself to me.
I'm not. There's nothing really to explain.
No, I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Oh,
I-
I'm fine. I'm just getting used to surroundings. We're all new to the 10 towns and kind of adapting.
WWFD.
What would Satan do? What did
No,
you say?
Farron.
no, WWFD.
FD. What would Farron do? Okay.
Yes. What
Um,
would Satan do?
What would Satan
today,
do?
In this case, it'd be Kappa, but
Yeah. How do
Get-
I
Oh, no.
sacrifice Laurel? No. I'm
okay.
kidding.
Give Farron a second to think of what Farron would do. As you're all kind of walking out, call Bardaban. He's like,
Friend, will you be in Bryn Shander during the festival?
Honestly, I don't know. We seem to have a couple tasks ahead of us before we can return.
You look like the type that likes a scrap.
I
There's
can
going
usually
to-
hold my own.
There's going to be some feats of strength and tests of combat. I was planning on attending. You look like you could give me a good challenge.
Well, we'll see what we got in store, and maybe that can be arranged.
Stay safe.
You as well.
Okay. Farron, Laurel?
Well, I did bring you out here because I wanted you to meet Fenris and just have a little bit of a rapport with him. But I did just want to check in on that because I've never, ever seen that before.
Where are you from? Farron.
I'm from the woods down at the south of the spine.
Okay. Neat. Where's Fenris? Fenris, yes.
Where are you from, Fenris?
I do not know.
Existential pupper.
Insight check?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I went in on that.
He's a good, loyal boy. He wouldn't lie.
21.
Yeah. 16.
There seems to be a little bit of confusion as he's saying it, but he seems to be being honest.
Oh.
I remember nothing before yesterday. No, sorry, this morning.
Well, I'm glad you're here now.
Me too.
You're with friends.
This feels right.
Good.
So let's make memories together.
I think Farron's just gonna kind of keep the rest of this to himself. He's processing.
Yeah, whenever you want to talk again, Farron.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger with Fenris.
Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna run alongside him today.
You can do that for 2 hours.
Twice.
Twice, or 4. It would take
So
you
I-
about 6.5.
Right.
No.
So probably just what's gonna happen is
5.
Laurel will
get
run
the
as an animal the first 2 hours, take 2 hours on the sled, and then the next 2 hours will.
Fenris is large enough that 2 people can ride on him.
He's a big, strong boy.
Okay.
Elena's kind of like,
Maybe Elena.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And she just goes to just. Actually, she does the thing that she does. It's sort of proper. She kind of just approaches carefully, calmly, and just offers a hand to sniff. I guess up because he's big.
He leans down and presses the top of his head into your hand.
And she just starts going nuts at the scritches.
Friends of Farron's are friends of mine.
Is he
She
speaking
then
in common?
In
she just
common.
turns around. She just
In
turns
common.
around to like Farron and like Laurel and just like, can I ride him? Obviously,
Absolutely.
whoever wants to as well. Like Farron, he's your mount, right? So
Oh, I'll be on him, but there's absolutely room for 2 of us. He's very strong.
okay. And I believe I've ridden without a saddle before, so I know what to do. I'll just hang on
Just-
tight.
Yeah, just hold on tight.
I mean, it's pretty padded. He's got a really thick coat. So
That'll be different than riding a horse, that's for sure.
it is coarse hair. but the undercoat is quite soft, so...
Oh my.
Sorry,
All right.
I just caught up with chat. So you all mount up. Goodbyes are said to Bardabin and Ronaldo, who was there but just kind of kept to himself and was, reading a book off to the side by the fire.
See you later, Ronaldo.
I'll see you later, Agents of SHAILD. And as you all mount up and head out, those of you who are level 4 are now level 5.
Ah!
What?
So you all join Zeke on the 5 train.
Are we in like a new arc? Did we like move into a new arc now? Or are we still in that like intro, learn our way?
You're very close into the next story arc, yes.
Okay.
Very close.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting those vibes, but I just wanted to check.
So that's where we're gonna end this evening.
Ramping up.
Yeah. Do you all
Wow.
wanna roll your health on stream, or you wanna do it afterwards?
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Call,
stream,
you
sure.
you have. I did see that you have it set to fixed. You can change it to manual, and we can kind of tweak it a bit for you. Because you have that good chance of getting better than the fixed with rolled health. Reroll any one for health. 2's stuck, but they're not 1s. What's that look for, Farron? Did you roll a 2?
Okay.
Jackie's playing with my emotions.
Yeah, in the channel, in the private chat. That's a 1.
Reroll.
That's an 8. Holy crap.
I
Eight
rolled a
on an
1, then an 8.
Okay.
Damn it, Jackie. I had finally stopped laughing about that.
I don't think I caught it.
It's in the general in the Discord.
Ugh. Oh god, I'm so far back. Call, if you just want to roll this D12, we can backwork the other ones, so you don't have to roll them all right now.
Let's roll a d12.
So Farron, you got an 8. Laurel, what did you get?
I got an 8. And I
Elena?
got 3rd level spells now.
I just went to change my level to level 5, and my hit points went up to a 47.
I wonder if you have it set to fixed.
It might be.
Yeah, so if you want to roll a d6, we'll get that in there, and we'll switch you over to manual, because there's a high chance of getting above the fixed.
Just AD6.
Mhm.
AD6?
You said roll a d12, right?
Yes.
That was an 11.
Outstanding. Reroll any 1s, Elena.
That's a 3.
Okay. And Zeke?
I rolled last time
That's
and I
right.
don't remember what it was. I'm
You're
sorry.
fine then. It's all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're gonna call it for this evening. Great work. Outstanding work. Negotiating everything with Disco last episode. The natural 20s came in clutch for the lore drops. And I'm proud that y'all decided to work with the last Duergar when the other ones were so murderous. So outstanding. Good job all around. So let me get over to this thing here.
So do we make it to Caer Dineval?
Yes.
Or
Or Caer Conic?
Caer Konig,
Konig.
yes. We will
Okay,
start
okay, great.
next episode arriving into Careconic.
Okay, great.
Because
Or
we've got some discussions.
potentially before
some
if I decide to
discussions.
throw in a en route encounter. Y'all want some more combat? I mean, I can't say no. Alright,
I mean, a nice heavy mix of combat and RP. I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
Do we at least get a short rest?
Oh, yes. With you all able to split between Fenris and the dog sled, if you are not steering the dog sled or driving Fenris, which you can switch out, you are able to get short rests. So everyone is able to get a short rest on this trip to Careconic. Or 2 if they want. Level up! D3 plus 3 instead of D6. What?
Okay.
Okay.
I took a short rest.
Great.